Turkish Foreign Minister Mr Ali Babacan is in the UK at the invitation of the British Foreign Secretary Mr David Miliband. They are discussing bilateral relations and Turkey's negotiations to join the European Union. But first, the Foreign Secretary was able to update his counterpart on domestic British politics.
I obviously briefed the Foreign Minister on the developments in British politics over the last 24 hours. I was delighted to be able to tell the Foreign Minister the details of the extraordinary victory of the governing party in the Glenrothes by-election last night, and the very, very strong and well-deserved vote of confidence and support that the Prime Minister got from the voters of Glenrothes, and it was nice to be able to do that.
The two ministers also discussed the ongoing situation in the Middle East and the upcoming negotiations about the future of Cyprus. But it was the possibility of Turkey joining an enlarged European Union which took centre stage.
We talked in some detail about the developing situation in Iraq. We talked about relations with Iran. We talked about the situation in the wider Middle East, where Foreign Minister Babacan has made a very, very important contribution to facilitating the talks between Israel and Syria, which are very important. We also obviously talked about our shared interest in a resolution of the Cyprus problem and our high hopes for progress in the talks for next year. I also reaffirmed, as I was able to do on Monday in Marseille, to the Foreign Minister, our continued determination to be champions of the enlargement of the European Union to include Turkey, who I think would make a huge contribution to the European Union, and I think the European Union could be of great benefit to Turkey as well.
Mr Babacan reaffirmed that bilateral relations with the UK were very good. In particular, he had praise for the British Prime Minister, Mr Gordon Brown, and his handling of the current economic situation.
Today we also discussed about many international and regional issues, the elections in the United States, also Middle Eastern issues, EU accession process of Turkey, for which we are getting a very strong and vocal support from the United Kingdom, a process which is going on, things are on track, moving on, and also we discussed the international economic situation as well. There is going to be the G20 summit next week, and I would like to commend actually Prime Minister Brown's initiatives. What he has done in the UK has set a good example for many countries to come over the deep crisis that the world is going through. Actually, I had the honor and privilege of being his counterpart during my former capacity as being Turkish Treasury Minister. So we worked together with Prime Minister Brown for at least 3-4 years or so. So I know him very well. I would like to comment on how the United Kingdom is handling this deep economic problem which is influencing every single nation around the world.
Following their London meeting, the two ministers left to spend the rest of the day in Mr Miliband's South Shields constituency in the north of England.
Foreign Minister will be coming with me to my constituency for the rest of the day up in South Shields, and looking forward to